What up, guys? Welcome to my channel, Harbor Spaces. Doing this video a little different than I normally do. Today's my birthday. Been doing some meditating on just thoughts in general, on humanity, on who we are, about being alive, about the blessing that it is to be me and to be you and to just be here in this time right now. And, it got me thinking quite a bit about, I guess, how wonderful I feel all the time. And I constantly in my life, I'm always, looking for the positive, trying to stay high on just the fact that I'm alive and that I got the gift of this life and that I was born in a beautiful community of people and I have a great family and I have friends and I have career and I have things and and what a blessing, and I love it. And I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it really made me think about what else is going on in the world. And I guess a lot of times I get told like, hey, Eric, it's easy for you to be all, yay, you jump in cold water, you do these things and but you got this great life. And it's like, yeah, I do, I know. But I've also worked for it, and I've also worked for this attitude, and I've worked really hard to try to be this change that I want to see in the world. And that change that I want to see in the world is love, that love for each other, for humanity at large, for our brothers and sisters across the globe, for the animal kingdom, for the mineral kingdom, for the actual source, the resources that we have, air, water, earth, I want to be an advocate for all of those things because ultimately we are all connected, and man, some crazy stuff going on right now. And it's like, I just want to say, in the heart of all of us, we absolutely know and feel that we are all one, that there is no difference between you, your neighbor, right here in your community or across the globe. And because we are human, that means we are one. Because we are human, that means that we came from this earth, because we are the minerals and we are the air, we are the dirt, we are the water, we are consciousness too. We came in as this form of consciousness from, I'm not sure where, but here on this planet, we are all connected. And you could even say that we're further than that we're connected universally, galactically, dimensionally, multi-dimensionally. And I think what I'm really trying to say here is that there is some crazy stuff going on in the world, and it feels more visceral and into my being more than I like to feel it. Yeah, I spend a lot of time in the woo-woo of just creating my own life and creating what's around me so that I can feel good and happy and complete and loved. But sometimes it gets really heavy, and that heaviness is not something that I try to ignore. I just try to not bring it into my frame of reference, into my perception, into the reality that I like to live. And, I do that by staying away from the media and staying away from even looking at what the Weather Channel is going to tell me, because I don't want that to manipulate how I view the weather around me, especially when you're in Michigan. You can kind of control the weather. You can have a storm cloud or a sun cloud above you or sun cloud, I guess that's not a thing. A sun, and I guess what I'm trying to say here is that we are participatory creators in this life. And so when I choose not to watch the news, it helps me to not think about all of the bullshit that's going on in the world. But at some point, and sometimes, it just gets so visceral, so within my body, so somatic that I can feel it, and then I can't do anything about it, but maybe participate in offering change. So this being my birthday, again, once got me thinking, okay, so another year older, what have I done? What can I do? How can I help? And I think about this often, that we all, like I said, know that we are humanity at large, that we are one, that we should care deeply about our brothers and sisters, that like any great leader that's ever been out there has been selfless in their understanding of who they are, because they know that they aren't healed, they're not better than, they're not stronger than, they're not more loving than all of us, right? So we have to realize that we are never healed until we are all healed, until we like hold the hand of humanity together and say, brother, are you okay? Can I help you in any way? Do I have a resource to offer you? If nothing more than just, I see you, I feel you, I love you. If we don't have the food to give or the shelter or whatever resource it is that they're needing, we do have a smile and we do have a hug. And like I said, we do have that ability to just see someone or feel them. And so right now, I know there's so much going on in the world and there's not much of that I really feel that I can do about it. I feel really strapped in that, almost helpless in a sense. So thus this video, to say like, hey, humanity, we are one. We are one, and we belong together in this challenge that we all face. You know, right now I'm in the United States, and this is supposed to be like that free country that you get to do what you want and be who you want and say what you want. And I don't feel like that's really happening right now. And I also don't feel like we're being well represented. And I don't feel that 90-some% of Americans, United States, Northern Americans, feel like their voice is being heard. And I know that the rest of the world is sort of feeling the same way, and maybe even under the same like feeling that that there needs to be this this unity that needs to come together within humanity to shine its light on really what's going on globally. I mean, now that we know news instantly via social media and whatever else, we know that our friends in Iran are not having the best time. We know that our friends in Israel are not having the best time. We know that it is not safe in Gaza. We know that there are probably so many other wars going on, so much more oppression, and you guys know, you feel it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I don't even know necessarily what's going on. Like I really know little, but what I do know is that there are some bullies in this world, and their intent may not be completely evil, although it feels like it. I feel as though that percentage of those people that are of bad intent are very small in comparison to those with good intent. And those with good intent are doing all that they can and really feeling like I do that we can't do much and that we can't change the system. But I know that there is something that we can do, and that is we can unite as humanity. As we need to be these beacons of light, these love beacons of light, this humanitarian beacon. I know our friends in Iran have united, women, children, men, boys, girls, old, young, like they have united to like hold hands and just basically shine a beam of light into the world that says, hey, we are human, we are here, do not bomb us, do not, for love's sake, I'm sorry. It's like I said, it's really part of my system right now, feeling like, I have this beautiful life and my brothers and sisters are scared for theirs, and I sort of have something to do with that because of where I live. And I'm not happy about that. And so I see what's going on in the world. I see these little beacons of light all over. And what the people of Iran did to unite and just hold hands and show their love for themselves, for the world, to unite, to stop this madness, and to just look like innocent lives are innocent lives, and no amount of capitalism or power over others needs to be implemented anymore. We are freaking one, dude. We are one human species, and no one's better than anyone else, and we need to put a stop to what's going on. And so I'm just loving what's happening in the world, like the monks walking from, I believe it was Texas to Washington, D.C., just to show like we're walking for peace. We just need more of these little like beacons of light, like the people of Iran did yesterday, holding hands around their bridges, their nuclear power plants, all their other things that apparently we said we were going to bomb them on, which is absolutely ridiculous. What is happening right now, these little beams of light that are like globally being shared, and I don't even know. I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of little beacons of light shining their Care Bear stare up into the satellites that are monitoring us all, and they're saying, hey, we are one. And these little beams of light are shining from all over the globe, just really showing this united way of like holding space for each other. And so I was talking to my girlfriend Nicole yesterday. I was like, what can we do? Like, what can we say? What can we, and I don't know. So I'm just doing this just to say, like, whatever energy that you put out into the world is what you're going to receive, and what is going to help like balance the world at large with the evil that's going on and the good that's going on. We're holding this coherence of balance, right? But like sometimes the voice of evil gets a little louder, and so the voice of good just has to get even louder. And so, there's 8 billion of us on the planet. My guess is 95% of the 8 billion are good-hearted, wonderful people. And it's just the voice of the other 5% that are getting glorified right now. And I just want to silence that. I want the 95% of the good-hearted people to just unite and say, like, enough is enough in its time, And like I said, I was talking to Nicole yesterday, and we were like, what can we do? And I was like, well, any sort of resistance, any kind of fight back it's not the route to go. The route to go is through love and through peace and holding space, and all the meditations, all the breath work, all the things that I like teach or hold space for. It's exactly that. It's just holding space. It's just creating a container of a loving, energetic, coherent field that is helping counterbalance all the negativity and bullshit that's happening in the world. So we kind of discussed like holding hands for humanity in love is about the only thing we can do. So I just want to like, I don't know, even create a movement of just like, when your loved one walks in the door tonight, to just like grab their hands and just like hold a space. Don't even speak. Just hold a space around them that just says, I love you. It just says, I'm so grateful you're here. I'm so grateful I'm here to share this moment with you. And maybe collectively we could just start doing that a little bit more, like, getting together at town halls, creating space within our meditation, our prayers, whatever you call it, and just just holding that coherence, like that loving space. It's about like blocking out all the negativity and just being in gratitude and just loving, being alive, being present, being here, being able to look around at the beauty, to be able to close your eyes and go within and feel that space of just peace and presence. The one that you know that you find when you go into that moment of just stillness, when you know all is okay. And I'm just one little single human here. And maybe that doesn't feel like a lot. But to me, it feels like everything. Because the one little space that I get to hold in my heart is the same little space that you get to hold in your heart. And so I know when I'm holding that space, I can meet that space in you. And I can direct that space to anyone, to any space, to any place, and to the world at large. I can go within the center of the earth, hold that space within my heart, and radiate that love out to the entire planet and all the creatures on it. All the animals, all the humans, all the minerals, all the air, all the molecules, everything. I can hold that space and I can shine it out like a Care Bear stare of love. And I guess I'm just saying here that this is my birthday wish, that everybody will just hold hands with humanity. Will hold space of love within their heart. That you'll take the time to just reflect on the gratitude, the love, the abundance that's around you. And if you have extra, give it, whatever that looks like, whether it be monetary, food, time, volunteering, or just sitting literally in peace with yourself, with humanity at large, with what's going on, sending love to what we may call evil or negativity in the world. It's from their perspective, they're right. I get it. That's, I guess, one of the coolest things about the 8 billion plus of us that there are on the planet, is that even with the 8 billion different perspectives and views, because we all have our own perspective and perception of how life is happening to and for us, we have the ability to have compassion and empathy for each other's views, which means that we see each other at a very loving level. And I may not agree with somebody else, but I can say maybe from your perception or perspective on life, that is true. And for you, if that's true, so be it. I might not agree with it, but what I can agree with is that if I hold loving intention for you and you have loving intention for me, we can create a ripple of love across this planet, and we can change some of the negative energy. We can raise the vibration of this planet, and we can make it a more beautiful world our hearts know is possible. And so it's my birthday wish that you will take a moment right now to just go within, hold space for yourself, feel gratitude for being alive, for being you, for being the absolute divine, unique human that you are. Just take a moment to breathe that in, and then just look out at the other 8 billion plus on the planet and just say, you know what, I love you too. You are all amazing. And just with that single intention alone, I love me, I love you. I love me, I love you. we can create some coherence on this planet that is much needed. So I'm just sending love out to you. I'm sending love out to all my brothers and sisters across the planet, to all my animal kingdom that are stressed just as much as we are, to the earth itself, that's stressed, to the air that's stressed, the water that's stressed. I'm saying, I feel you, I see you, I love you. You are perfect, you are divine, you are worthy, you are needed. Every atom on this planet is needed. And you are one of those atoms. You are one of those beautiful, microcosms of life that holds it all together, that binds us in love, in this web of unity. And I'm just saying to you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being alive. If you made it through this whole message, I'm impressed and I love you. And that means I'm asking you to please hold that space in your heart that we all need. Send some love out. Send some love out, guys, please. I love you. I couldn't be more happy to be your friend and to be on this planet at the same time as you, to share this space and to just bring love and coherence into this world. So thank you so much. Thanks for being you. I love being me. Together, let's hold hands for humanity and just love. So thank you. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Harbor Spaces. I know it's a different one. Probably going to be putting more out like this. Like and subscribe. I love you all. Yeah, have a great day.